Mountain Journal. So, as you'd expect with any small knit community, that, somebody like me shows up, there's going to be gossip, there's going to be concern, especially with how society is today with people like me that like to just be alone. That, and then we're in the mountains. So we're isolated. So it's just a bad system of variables, network of variables, whatever. So, the power goes out. I decide to go and just check the neighbors' homes' meters to see if their power went out too, so that I can know. And like, it's not like I can just call or text my neighbors. One, that they're hardly ever here. They're not here even. They said that they would always be here in the summer and stuff, but it's more like a weekend thing. It looks like for one of them. Others, they all share it through their families and stuff. I'm the only person that stays here, other than some people down there to stay here year round. And the reason is because it is not fucking easy. And so I'm just hanging out with my neighbor. We're watching a little bit of Indiana Jones. I haven't watched it in ages. And we're just sitting outside feeding chipmunks. Well, she is. She's she's feeding all the chipmunks and the ground squirrels and stuff. And apparently, the brother of our neighbor said to her that I'm dangerous. Maybe I am dangerous. Trained in four martial arts. I have techniques that are developed from a total of 10. I'm a marksman. I can load my own ammunition. I know what the fuck I'm doing with physics. I've tuned all my guns. Proficient with throwing axes, knives, and hatchets and machetes. So, yeah, I'm dangerous. Or maybe I'm just capable. I'm not a danger to you. You know what's dangerous? Is having a dog that you can't fucking train. I'm never letting a dog bite me again. I've been bit by dogs. I grew up riding around the countryside fighting fucking rabid ass dogs. They weren't rabid technically, but they were just aggressive animals. They would chase me on my bike. And guess what? There was nobody around but me. I could have been taken down and mauled. But yet, nobody ever knew about that. So yeah, maybe I am dangerous. I fought every fucking bully. I fought everybody that I had to. It's not even that I like fighting. My friend Eric, we would we would all sort of scrap. We had rules: don't break noses and stuff. But everything else was in limits. Like you could do anything else. Don't touch testicles and don't break the nose. That was it. And my friend Eric, he was so mad at me. I just let him basically just almost collapse my esophagus because I don't tap out. They had to pull him off me. I don't know what the fuck he had pent up against me, but that's what he needed to do. And now he's a good father. Great father, I'm guessing. owns his own business. His uncle, who he loved, the most, like he sort of like praised his uncle, was a carpenter. And so he went into woodworking. Makes really cool stuff. And I miss that dude. But he fell into meth for a while, so it really fucked him up. But he's a good father now. At least according to Facebook. Move into a new area. I don't want a welcoming party. I don't want to have a party. You don't move into middle of a fucking forest out in the mountains to say, hey guys, let's have a block party. No, it's just like, let's just figure things out and learn over time. That's all it is. It's so simple. My neighbor Mary, I get along with her really well. At least I think it's real. It could be fake. But I don't hate her, so. I haven't sat in a room with somebody and watched a movie other than with my parents since Bellamai. And that was 10, God, it's 11 years now. And, it kind of freaks you out. And it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's because I know that time doesn't last. I think subconsciously is the reason. I might make her a painting for being a friend. Something cool. Because she likes gardening. Definitely am not painting a bird. I can't think of anything worse to paint than a fucking bird. It's... Who's more dangerous? Somebody that can choose to use a gun, or somebody that doesn't know how to control a dog? I'm going with the guy that has the gun. I'm gonna need my gun because you don't know how to control your fucking dog, dude. I ain't gonna be bitten again. I don't want to stab it to death. I'd rather just fucking shoot it if I have to. Like, what is it with people that they have these emotions? They develop into, it's almost systemic, where they become righteous. But I call it self-indulgence. Self-righteous, self-indulgence, hypocrisy. It's my oldest philosophy. And people have the capacity for objectification. And so you get people that objectify boobs, feet, opinions, thought patterns, wealth. the illusion of luxury. I think you get where I'm going. These objectifications that people have, they want to feel like they matter because they're afraid of the truth. We're all afraid that we don't fucking matter. And that's the truth. None of us do. The universe doesn't change. It doesn't matter who you kill. It doesn't matter who you save. All that matters is what you think is valuable, right? So then people start to try to manipulate their surroundings. They try to take what they desire, or they try to give where they think that they can have value. Every time I make a video, fucking motorcycle. You go to fucking Africa, you're a missionary. You hide food behind a goddamn Bible. I'm one of the only people that I've ever met that laughs when people try to offer me something for something good that I did for them. I have enough. I don't need more. I need more paint. But then I only have enough paint, so it creates a tension of an artistry so that when I do paint a picture, it actually has to have value. I could just paint. Easy. I could sell them. You would sink. I said think and sink in the same fucking word. It was like throat singing. You would sink into this pit of despair, but then you would think that it's all profitability. Like, why aren't you selling your soul to the devil of society? And it's not even about money. It's about these people. And I come to the middle of fucking mountains. The most beautiful place I've ever been. One of two of the most beautiful places I've ever been. They're sort of like probable of beauty. And I mean, because the Elkhorn Lodge, like, nothing compares to that. That was so awesome. But then you have this cabin. This place is just magnificent. It's extraordinary. Tough, but extraordinary. So you have to be strong. You have to be so strong. And then you are hated. All because someone might have an opinion of how you can defend yourself from them. I think I would call it cowardice, right? That these people that don't know how to understand diversity, how to protect themselves, how to even rationalize a threat properly, can't even train a fucking dog. I've known how to train dogs since I was 8 years old. It's easy. Dogs are so simple. And yet, you think that you have the right to call me dangerous? then maybe you should be afraid of me. Maybe you should mind your own fucking business. Because when shit actually hits the fan, I'm going to be the guy that stays there and fights. Because I've already been that guy. I've been him over and over again. And nobody had my back. Fucking hate gossips. I hate him so much you can't imagine. But it's a little bit of color, right? It's not a good color. But it's better than nothing. It's better than death. It's better than liquidation. It's better than a pit of bodies. Gossip is far better than all of those things. Because it gives you something to outthink. To be honest through. I just am disappointed that it exists here. Fucking motorcycles. Every time I make a video, motorcycles. Quiet for hours, motorcycles. Maybe they're bored. I'm not bored. I'm working towards things that people can't achieve. Sure, I'm lonely. You know what I miss the most? Is holding somebody you love. Or at least you think you love them. Because you think they love you. But you, in the end, realize you were just obsessed. But you hold them through the night. And you hold them every single time that you get the chance. Because you know that they're going to leave you behind. And when it comes to this place, every time I've ever felt too much, because Estes Park is it's just full of emotion. All I want to do is drive too fast and conquer every camber, every pitch, all the apexes, inertia. Yeah. What do I want for dinner? Seven. It's time to choose.